Hey friends, it's late July here in beautiful southern Indiana. Very hot and humid, no surprise there. But I'm really excited about today's episode of Mushroom Journeys, featuring the giant polypores of late summer and fall. Those being chicken of the woods, two types of chicken of the woods, the Berkeley's Polypore and the rooster of the woods, or black staining polypore. These are not all exactly lookalikes for each other, but they are kind of taste-alikes. They all have a chickeny, meaty flavor. So I've been wanting to do this video for a long time to compare and contrast the flavor of these mushrooms, but it's no easy feat to find them all at the same time, so I could do a blind taste test. But I've accomplished that. The blind taste test will be at the end of the video. There's a special surprise mushroom in the video as well that's very interesting. We're gonna go out and talk about these mushrooms, but first, let's have a word of warning. All right, so all these giant polypore mushrooms are decomposers. They're found on dead or dying wood, sometimes standing dead wood, stumps, fallen trees. Some of them grow at the base of trees. They're all annual funguses. Some people say they find them in the same spots repeatedly, but that's not a phenomenon I've observed more than once. But one thing they do all have in common is that they don't always agree with the people who eat them. Some people have gastric upset and allergic reactions when eating these mushrooms. There is Laetiporus huronensis, the chicken of the woods that grows on conifer trees, primarily hemlocks. Some people say that that one is more likely to cause allergic reaction, but people do eat those, so it just depends. I, for one, will not be including the black staining polypore or the rooster of the woods in this video, because the first and last time I ate that one, my throat tightened up and it's a bellyache. So I unfortunately can't include that one in this video. It does have a delicious chickeny flavor. I have a friend who's a mushroom enthusiast who the first and last time he tried chicken of the woods, his lips swelled up and he had an allergic reaction, and he's never had it since. So yeah, it just depends on how your body chemistry reacts with the mushroom. So yeah, that's a word of warning. Don't just jump into bed with any mushroom. Meet it for a drink first, take it out to dinner, just try a small amount. And then if you have no ill effects after 48 hours, try some more. But yeah, that's the word of caution, the word of warning. So yeah, let's go check out the mushrooms now. Come on. There she is. Our first chicken of the woods. All right, so this is Laetiporus cincinnatus. This is the type of chicken of the woods that grows on the ground and is not yellow. It is kind of a pale peachy color, unlike the Laetiporus sulphureus, the other type of chicken mushroom, which will be yellow on the undersurface and the margins. The pores are extremely small. You can't even see them with magnification. It has these kind of concentric rings of color, and it will be in rosettes of these fronds. But you can find them in the summer to the fall. They just start kind of in the high summer. They're just kind of popping out here now. They are terrestrial, or at the base of dead or dying oak trees. They are much like the maitake mushroom or the hen of the woods, in that they're butt rot fungus, rotting the butt of the tree and fruiting at the base of the tree. But yes, this is a very sought after, delicious mushroom. I will definitely be eating these. It's best to kind of cut off the outside margins, not eat the stem, depending on how old it is. The older it is, the more you want to just eat toward the outside of the mushroom. But yeah, that's a really cool mushroom. I'm always very happy to find a nice chicken of the woods. They are pretty easy to find, being as they are so brightly colored and can be so big. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Oh, hey Skinny. Have you seen any giant polypore mushrooms? Over this way? Or that way? That way, okay. Cool, I'll go check out over there. Thanks. See you later. Okay, so there's another giant polypore over here I've been watching for a few days. There it is. Look at that. Cool. Okay, so this is Berkeley's Polypore, Bondarzewia Berkeleyi, named after the English mycologist Miles Berkeley. I'm sure you're familiar with him. But yeah, this is one of the giant polypores you might be able to find in the eastern United States and down in Mexico a little bit. There is a version that grows on conifers in the western United States. That is Bondarzewia occidentalis. But this is a super cool edible fungus. It's not a choice edible. It's been referred to, I think one person called it diet chicken of the woods, which I thought was funny. But I guess all the characteristics that make chicken of the woods desirable edible are just less so in this one. But this is a white butt rot fungus that parasitizes oak trees. You can see this giant oak tree behind me. It's probably more than 100 years old, but it's on the way out. These are known to be rapid decomposers and bad signs for trees. But it's just a super cool mushroom. They can get really giant, 2 feet across, even more. Have these nice fronds. The pore surface is very smooth, has a little bit of ridging, but you can barely see the pores. They're a little bigger down by the stem there, but I'm not sure if you can see those. I've never personally tried to eat it. Didn't sound very appetizing, but I'm gonna do it in a little bit. So this is, I guess, kind of a lookalike for chicken in the woods, maybe. This is really more of a lookalike for the black staining polypore. You'll know the difference just by the fact that this does not stain black. But yeah, there it is, the Berkeley's Polypore. Very, very cool mushroom. Very happy to have found this and to be able to share it with you. All right, let's move on to the next thing. Okay, I've spied a chicken of the woods just up here. See if you can see it. All right, so here we have the classic chicken of the woods, Laetiporus sulphureus. Yellow, bright yellow underneath and on the edge, and bright orange on top with some concentric rings or colored zones. The pores are very small. But this is definitely one of the easiest wild mushrooms to locate. They're quite common. They grow on dead or dying oak wood. I usually find them on these kind of rotten oak logs laying on the forest floor, although I have seen them on standing trees. But yeah, this is a desirable edible mushroom, very common, very easy to see from far away. It can fruit in much bigger clusters than this. Definitely a delicious mushroom, no question about it. But yeah, there it is, the common chicken of the woods. Very happy to find it. All right, let's keep going. Whoa. What is that? Is that a chicken in the woods? Huh. What is that? Okay, I gotta find a way to get down there. Huh. Wow. Oh my gosh. Look at this thing. That's amazing. Is this all one mushroom? Oh my God. This is insane. What in the world? I'm not sure what to make of this. This is the largest chanterelle by far that I've ever seen in my life. It's as big as my head. It has all these like caps and frilly fronds all over the place, all coming out of the same giant stem. Is this a monstrosity, a freak of nature, an anomaly? I'm not sure what to make of it, but I guess we can add giant chanterelles to the list of edible lookalikes for the chicken of the woods mushroom. All right, well, there's that. Let's move on to the next thing. All right, so time for the blind taste test. So here are the two chicken of the woods and the Berkeley's Polypore, all cooked in the same manner. So let's do it. I'm now blind. Spinning, spinning, spinning. Okay. The first one. Did I get it? Oh my gosh, this is hard. All right. I got it. Okay. Getting a little bit of acid up front. Just a slight, nice, mild sourness. Very meaty, very chickeny. Very delicious. Couldn't say which one that is. Okay, next one. I didn't realize this part would be so hard. I can't see what I'm forking. Did I get one? Wow. Interesting. It's the same kind of sour taste up front, but it's a little different, maybe a little sweeter. Okay, couldn't say what that one is. I'm gonna try the last one here. Oh no. Get one? Tiny one. Okay. Okay, this one's different. Just getting a different note, not as acidy. Kind of a faint chickeny, meaty flavor. It's not a whole lot different than the other one. It has another flavor in there. I can't. Maybe kind of like a vegetal note. Still good. I'm gonna say this is the Berkeley. I'm gonna go back to these two. Yeah, sourness, it's almost like citrus a little bit on that one. That has the best flavor. This one is perfectly delicious. But, I don't know. I'll say that's the Cincinnatus. Alright, let's see how I did. Okay, so, yep, that's the Berkeley. Not as good, but not that bad. This was Sulphureus. Oh my gosh, I got them all right. The best one, and Cincinnatus. Of course, that could vary based on individual mushrooms. But I feel pretty good about myself after that, and I feel pretty good about all these mushrooms. They're all very good and delicious, giant wild polypore mushrooms. So that was really fun, and I'll see you next time on Mushroom Journeys.